When I was a teenager, my dad told me, don't invest in stock market. It's like gambling. But being an obedient teenager, I said that's the first thing I want to do. But with zero guidance and knowledge, I ended up in huge losses. But your journey can be different than mine. So if you want to learn about stock markets in the most simplified and fun-filled manner, enroll now.
Hey folks, CA Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to another Thursday live stream. I know today we took a stream pretty much late at night. It's almost 10, but it was my son's exam till yesterday, and oh no, today was the last paper. And like every other parent feels that today our exam was also over. That is what the feeling we also got. So we just sort of a small celebration, ate ice cream, came back. Now my voice is giving up a little bit the moment I've eaten the ice cream. So I'm going to speak a little bit low. I hope I am properly audible. Should not be an issue. I hope so. So without any delay, because it's already 10 to, I would quickly want to jump onto the technical analysis part. So for that, let me share my screen. All right. So here we have Nifty chart. I've already turned on the pivot table for you all, a pivot chart for you all, pivot levels for you all. And if you see here, last 4-5 trading sessions, the Nifty is hovering around the pivot level of 17,770-ish. We can say 17,800-ish roughly. Okay. And today what happened was, here you can see, I'm just zooming this again. You can see that today it went down and down. It exactly took this pivot support and bounced back sharply from there. So I feel 17,800. Last Thursday also we had mentioned about the same level, if you remember. 17,800 was the level that we talked about. And I think even this Thursday to next Thursday, this should ideally act as a good support as per the pivot level. Okay. Now, if you see here, I'm talking about MACD after a long time, but yes, finally MACD, we could see a crossover. There was a crossover just in the previous month, it failed again, but here again, you can see that there is again an MACD crossover that happened just one day ago. So keep a watch on this as well, right? Now, if I were to check out some short-term moving average, typically if you have been watching my live streams, then we talk about 50-day moving average or a 200-day moving average. But if you are concentrating on a comparatively smaller time frame, right? There are people who also watch a 21-day moving average. And if you see a 21-day moving average is like 1 month, you can say, because barring the holidays, right? So here you can see that again today, this is the level where it has taken good support again. So this is again 17,800 something level. So again, reconfirms the same level, nothing else. Now, if you see 9 days moving average, again at 17,804. So today we saw this candle which honored the 9-day moving average plus also honored the 21-day moving average, right? So I personally feel that, okay, 17,800 does look like a good support here. Now, if I were to also check about RSI, last Thursday, if you remember, where were we last Thursday? 2nd February, right? And if you see here, we had discussed, remember Thursday's previous live stream. If you can't remember, go and check the previous Thursday live stream. In that, we had discussed that, okay, RSI is around 35-ish. Ideally, we have also seen in the past that RSI has taken good support around 30 levels. So I said that even if it were to come down, I don't think it will come down a lot. Ideally, 30 should be the level, lowest possible level, and it has to start bouncing off from here. So 2nd February was 36, but it did not go to 30. Instead, it reversed from there. And today, as I speak, of course, the closing hours have already happened at 3:30. But today RSI was at 49.37. So again, this shows that, okay, fair enough, Nifty is again ready and it has honored the level of again 17,800, has also honored the level of RSI 30 again, right? Now, if I were to quickly understand about the Fibonacci levels, which finally confirm the story, let's take the previous lows. Immediate previous lows were around 30th September. If I were to connect the lows and the highs. Now, again, you can see what is the level here at 0.5. So 50% retracement, 17,842, right? So I think multiple evidences that 17,800 ideally should act as a good support, right? Now with that, let's go to NSE option chain, and we will check out the option chain for um, Nifty as well. So let's quickly, yes. So this is the Nifty contract, and here I'm going to 16th February contract. Now, if you see here, what has happened is 17,800 we had discussed, right? 17,900, the open interest is 44,422. Okay, higher than that, open interest is at 17,800, that is 57,930. And you can see here, I mean, this is something amazing. Even at the round figure, I mean, typically 17,000, 17,500, 18,000. These are like benchmarks, right? Even at 17,500, we have an open interest of 44,000 contracts. But here at 17,800, we can see 57,930, right? So all in all, I can say that yes, 17,800 does sound like a very, very strong support. This being broken sounds pretty difficult right now based on all the analysis that we did right now. Okay, but if you see here, even at 17,900, what is the position here? 44,000 open interest contracts open are 44,000, 32,000 newly added, right? Similarly, on the call side, you can see 49,000 contracts as open interest and 31,000 change in OI. So all in all, we can also say that at 17,900, there is a fight between bulls and bears as to which direction should it go to. So it will be interesting to watch which way does it go. But I feel going below 17,800, like I've iterated and reiterated, sounds difficult unless and until some new news pops up in the market, right? Now, I would also want to take you to one more point today. I was checking out the currencies, and let's check out USD INR. Okay. Now, if you see here, USD INR since our last Thursday live stream, which was 2nd of February, let's try to measure this as well. From 2nd of February till the highest point that it saw, almost 1.5% it rose in 1 week. That is not very small for a currency move, right? Plus, if you see here, this is the level at which it has taken multiple resistances. Number one, you can see 19th October it took a resistance, came back, again took a resistance, came back, again one more time and came back, and again it has been fighting here and came back. Again, it seems that it has taken a resistance just before it and it has started to move down. Seems like that, okay? I know this is not a perfect candle for that, but 1, 2, and 3 kind of an evening star. I again understand this is not a perfect evening star, but 1, 2, and 3 are like an evening star. Plus, they are coming at the very much top of this up move, right? And if this be so, typically again it is seen that US dollar and our markets, many a times they tend to move in the opposite direction. So ideally, if the US dollar were to cool off a little bit from here, then there are chances again that Nifty can show a positive move. The only problem, to what? To what? I mean, it can go up to what? For that, the only problem is that 18,000 itself is going to act as a barrier, because again, that's like a psychological barrier. But if you see here, 38% retracement is at 18,087. So possibility that even if it crosses 18,000, we may see a barrier around 18,100. So again, I feel I'm giving my same stance, a tight range again, tight range between what and what? Between 17,800 on the lower side and between 18,100 on the upper side. So it'll be interesting to watch what happens. Any new data points come up because of which, let's say, some additional move we can see in the market, right? So let us quickly go on to macroeconomic data as well. I'm just quickly pulling out my macroeconomic data. Just want to highlight some important points for you all. RBI monetary policy was announced yesterday, 8th of February. And again, as expected, there was a rate hike of 25 basis points, right? Again, same thing. Do we really need to increase our repo rate? Ideally, no. Not required as much. But if US is increasing the repo rate, if UK is increasing the repo rate, we at some point of time, we have very less choice. We have to increase the repo rates. We can't, it's a global economy, right? All things are tied up with each other. Otherwise, our rupee can weaken, right? So our I mean, RBI monetary policy also took this decision. Yes, in this committee took a decision of increasing the repo rate by 25 basis points. How about the inflation in India? Inflation is decreasing. Almost last 3 months it has been decreasing. So all in all, we are placed pretty much well. But our governor also said that inflation has shown signs of moderation, but we cannot take our eyes off inflation, is what he says. In simple words, he says that yes, according to me, inflation is under control, but we just don't want to ignore that completely, right? So that is also one important point. How about the GDP expectation? The yearly FY24 GDP expectation is now standing at 6.4%. And if I were to talk about the Q1 and Q2 growth rates, 7.8% and 6.2% respectively. These were the growth estimates. So Q2 again seems to be a little bit, I mean, because Q1 estimates is 7.8%. That is on a YOY basis, right? And Q2 is at 6.2%. So maybe again, is this kind of a little bit slow down? Maybe yes. Okay. So as I mentioned, 2023. Oh my God, 1001 times I've said this. Others maybe they have also remembered this by heart. That 2023 you can see some sharp moves, and Q2 again, as I mentioned right now, the GDP numbers may not be that great, a little bit lesser maybe as compared to Q1. Just in case if you have not seen our GDP video, I think it's a must watch. Pooja, you are there on the stream. Please paste the link of our latest video on GDP. I think it's a must watch for everyone. You will understand some finer aspects of GDP, and this year, I thought that of course we keep on talking about concepts about stock market, but there are certain concepts in economics as well which do impact the stock market. So would you like to learn more economics related concepts on our channel? I'm putting a poll. Would you like to learn more concepts on economics? Concepts related to economics on our channel. I'm posting a poll, and would really love to get your answers, because if you don't want to learn about economics from my channel, of course there'll be a lot of channels, I'm sure. But I would want to know from you all. If you would want, I would make more and more content, because like yesterday when I posted the video on GDP, I did not get a very great response. I always wish that people should watch more and more of content. They should learn. They should keep on upskilling themselves, keep on upgrading themselves. But I feel that some people, when it comes to economics, they're like, please give us only talk about stocks, nothing else. But I feel this gives us an overall understanding. We always say, no, it's economy analysis, industry analysis, and then stock analysis. So if you want to be a proper investor, you have to understand the economic position. But again, then it's the choice of our viewers, right? So that is the reason why I thought of asking this on the channel. Only 340 votes till now, almost 1200 people watching. People voting is free, and you can just tap yes, no, whatever. So if you can quickly participate in the poll and tell me, would you want to learn more and more economics related concepts? Pooja, have you pasted the link? Oh yes, I think she has. Okay, fantastic. Perfect. I think it's more than a minute. I'm ending the poll with almost 400 plus votes, and that's a very nice response. 87% people are saying yes, do post videos on economics. So thank you for that. I would definitely love to post more and more if you love it. Of course, not more than once in a month, because our channel is more about markets rather than economics, right? So more on stocks comparatively, just once in a month maybe on economics. All right, how about some other countries talking about inflation? Germany inflation numbers came up, and their inflation again is cooling off a little bit. But previous month it was at 8.6, and this month it has come up again at 8.7. So all in all, I can say many countries, still the problem of inflation is not yet over. There are still so many countries which are still in pain. They are not in a position to control inflation very nicely. And every single time, even if it is just a 25 basis points increase, please understand your loan rates are going to go up. Even if it is, people will be like, "Arey, uske pehle it was 0.75 increase, last time it was 0.5 increase, this time it's only 0.25%, 0.25 increase." And even if it is 25 basis points increase, still loans are going to be expensive. And now you can imagine the cumulative effect that is going to happen. So that is pretty much scary. This can lead to problems, no doubts on that. So hopefully, sooner or later, we'll be able to control the inflation. Of course, one day we will be able to do that, but how sooner is the big question, right? Hopefully, that is done as early as possible, right? Uh, any other specific stocks in news? I'm sure everyone read about the Adani Group prepayment of loans, $500 million roughly prepaid. And Barclays, Standard Chartered, Deutsche Bank are amongst the banks that lent $4.5 billion to Adani to finance the purchase of Wholesale Limited, and a portion of that loan is due on 9th of March 23, but they have prepaid it. That is the reason why the stock went up, but again swung down, and crazy movement in Adani stocks. So last time also many people were asking me what to do. And I told that right now Adani stocks have become so volatile that just in case if any person wants to invest, then it should be only party fund. Gaya to gaya, mila to double, whatever, right? So only party fund. It could be just maybe one share or two, whatever is your risk appetite. It's not also necessary that you have to invest. No one has told you, it's not mandatory. So be careful while investing in this group company stock right now, because it's very, very, very volatile. Okay. I'm sure you also have heard about the L&T deal. L&T bagged orders for 41 modular bridges worth 2,585 from Defense Ministry. Just in case if you don't know what is a modular bridge, it's like what we used to play. What is it? Jigsaw, not jigsaw puzzle. Roblox or something like that. Like, काय म्हणायचं त्याला? There used to be zig tic-tac-toe, like what something. Oh my god, what has happened to me? We used to play in our childhood, 2-3 pieces. We can easily fix them like this, and easily we were able to construct whatever houses, bridges, and whatnot. I'm sure by now people would have assisted me in the comment section. Building blocks, Lego, zigzag. You said it, Lego. It was. So it is. You can imagine this like a Lego. The point that I'm trying to tell you, the modular bridge is like a Lego, so it can be installed pretty much quickly in the field. Okay, exactly, not like a Lego, but just for you to give an understanding. So L&T has got an order worth 2,585 crore rupees for these modular bridges. Any other news? Aditya Birla Group announced its entry into premium casual dining restaurants, so that is also one of the news. One more news was about Devyani, and Devyani came up with the results. Decent enough results, revenue up, profit up. All in all, I can say good results posted by Devyani, right? Chalo. So with that, let me quickly move on to the comments, and then we will take general comments as well. Hemanji says, Namaskar Rachana ji, Namaskar Hemanji. All right. Dream Trader says, my first live session as a pro investor. Yo, nice. Okay. Ashwin says, kindly suggest me a level to pick KPIT for long term. Okay, so let me just pull up KPIT. First of all, because it is in the IT space, again, a little bit careful, but still it's doing pretty well right now, I should say. It's almost at high. See, whenever a stock is almost at an all-time high, it's very difficult to pick up the price for entry, because it's very hard to calculate the upside. It's already at an all-time high, but I can very well see a good consolidation. In which range, I can tell you. If you want, I can also showcase my screen. 1 minute. So if I'm zooming out, right now this is the point where KPIT is trading, right? It's at an all-time high almost. But if you see here, this is the level where it has seen nice consolidation. Okay, so one level is here, the second level is somewhere here. So if you can get a small chunk, maybe if you want to add, but this can be ideally a good level, 680ish levels, 700, maybe 100 points lower if you can get it, nothing like it. Because I hope it's very easily visible to a rise, tuck, 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 and it has broken out from this. There is a chance that it may come to retest this level. So at least 730ish levels, the retest levels is what you can look out for. Ideally, generally it does not happen like this, that it breaks away and just goes on and on and on. Majority of the times it will break out, retest, and then bounce from here. So I think you should definitely look out for 730-ish levels. If you can get there, that'll be amazing. Of course, I've not checked this stock very recently fundamentally. Also check out the quarterly results for this as well. Indian import and export detailed video, madam, please. Oh, so what does India import and what does India export? How will that add value? Okay, I've written it down. India import and export. Maybe I can do a short on this, top 3 imports, top 3 exports, something like that. But a full video, I'm not sure. Okay, why SBI didn't rally despite good results? Question mark. Cooking? Question mark. See, I'll check out the chart first of all. SBI. Earnings on this date. Okay. So I have to see the results. If there is some more data in that, sometimes I'll tell you what happens, because I just very briefly saw the results of SBI. A very simple and good excuse that any analyst can give for such a question is that the market expected more. So the stock was not able to beat market expectations. The answer is as simple as that. If it was not able to rally, okay, even if it beats the expectation or even if it is meeting the expectation, still if the stock does not rally, then we have to always check what happened before the result. If the stock is already rallied before the result, now and the markets and the results were as per expectation, then it is not going to go sky up. It may just consolidate. Maybe even there can be some profit booking also, right? So two things to remember. Number one, a possibility, we have to check what was the expectation. There is a possibility it did not meet or exceed the expectation. And possibility number two is that, which is not the case with SBI, I checked. If it has already rallied, then it might not go up further. I'm not sure whether anything is cooking or not. Views on Aarti Industries, IEX, Polyplex, all are good. No doubt about that. Fundamentally, all stocks are good, but you have to have patience in these stocks. These are long-term stocks, right? L&T, Tata Motors, L&T is now going to be like a buy on dips, because this year also infra budgets have been amazing. Needless to say that L&T is one of the leaders in infra. So any good dip you see in L&T, I think that can be considered as a buying opportunity. Tata Motors, again, yes, but from a long-term perspective. Let me just quickly check Tata Motors. Any specific level, if I can see. Where is the 51-day moving average? 51-day moving average is around 420, but we can see MACD bearish crossover right now. Support is at 403, so 403 ke baad directly 355. So maybe one chunk at 400, second chunk can be at around 350. That's what I see as per the technical analysis, right? Kya baat hai? Hemanji says, I've watched GDP video, very informative. Thank you, Hemanji. Okay. Views on Apple India and Wipro for long term, both are very good, no doubt on that. Thank you, Subramanian. Okay. Oh, can we buy Asian Paints now? Dream Trader, if you're a pro investor member, I have very clearly given what are the levels I'm looking out for Asian Paints. So please follow. I should not be using the word follow. Please see what I have mentioned in the video. Understand my thought process. If your thought process also matches with mine, maybe you can do the same, right? Okay, Sachin says FII long position in 15 to 20%, RSI 40 plus. Can we say downside risk is less for Nifty? FII long position is a better indicator for positional buy/sell view. Absolutely, Sachin, you're correct. FII long position is pretty much comfortable. RSI is also at a comfortable level. Plus the point that I mentioned right now, 17,800 ideally should act as a good support. Only problem is that I feel that it's very much range bound. I mean, just breaking everything and going off the roof, I don't see any signs for that right now. So that is the only reason. I mean, I agree that yes, downside risk right now as on today looks comparatively limited, but even I would say that upside also looks limited. I don't see a very long upside right now. Hemanji is saying Jubilant Foodworks showing some strength. कहीं नजर ना लग जाए उसको, मैं बात ही नहीं करने वाली. Okay, chalo, is it okay to buy Bharat Dynamics Limited right now? Okay, let me just check. Bharat Dynamics Limited. Oh, no, 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 no. MACD pretty much bearish. It has broken the 50-day moving average. Pivot level also not that good. Bollinger Band, lower band broken. Nothing right now. I would not have entered it at this point. अरे क्या बात है. Showing some strength. I feel maybe consolidation and may break out nicely upwards. Hopefully, yes. As I mentioned, again, if you have seen my video, everyone should watch my video, latest video on Jubilant Foodworks. Pooja, again, please paste the link of the latest video on Jubilant Foodworks. In that, I have very clearly mentioned as to why I feel that, I mean, what are the reasons that this stock was not performing well for last few months, and what could be possible, I mean, in the coming few days slash weeks slash month. Um, I mean, is it worth keeping it, or maybe adding more, or maybe exiting? Everything I've mentioned in that specific video. So please don't forget to watch the Jubilant Foodwork video as well. That reminds me to ask one more question to everyone. I request everyone to give your answers in the poll. Are you getting notifications of my video uploads? I'm not talking about the live streams. My team told me that they have stopped getting the notifications. They get the notification of my video almost like 5 days later, 7 days later, that this video has been uploaded and whatnot. So please tell me if you are getting. Everyone knows our timing, right? Every Wednesday and every Saturday we post videos without fail, and Wednesday video is scheduled at somewhere it has to be between 9 and 10, 9:30 or 10, depending on how many people are there. We try to see some analytics, when are people online and all that. So somewhere between 9 and 10 we post it. But oh my god, this is again others, I hope, who are saying no, you have smashed the bell icon as well. But this seems to be some problem. A lot of people are answering, but it's not encouraging at all. Hardly 55% people are getting notification. 54% people are getting. I'm closing the poll. Just in case if you have not yet hit the bell icon, please do that. And I think you can see that 54% people are saying yes, 45% people are saying no. Pooja, please take a screenshot of this and let us put this up to YouTube as well and see if there is some problem. So even Ashwin is saying I'm not getting any notification. This is strange. I don't know why, but that is happening right now. Let me see if I can put this up with YouTube, right? Chalo. Effects of DJI and Nasdaq on Nifty on intraday. Varun, are you new to the channel? I never talk about intraday. Dow Jones and Nasdaq both. I mean, we did talk about the US dollar and impact on our stock market, but that too again, somewhere like 1 week, 10 days, 15 days, 1 month. Intraday, so sorry, I never talk about that. Achha, but one thing I can tell you. Earlier, it used to happen that we used to always follow the US market. Like when I was in college, even like till few years later, till few years earlier, even today also it happens many times, but not as frequent. Typically, when US is up, we'll be up. When US is down, we are also down. But now, sometimes it does happen that we are on our own cues. We don't take a lot of cue from the US market. This has started to happen, not very frequently, but yes, at least has started to happen. But for intraday, maybe you can just take the advice from someone else. I'm not the right person, right? Jubilant or Devyani, which is better for long term? Both are good, because as I mentioned, if you ask about this quarter, Devyani gave better results than Jubilant. But size-wise, Jubilant is way too bigger than Devyani, right? So both are good though. पॉलीप्लेक्स मध्ये 15% मूव्ह आली होती, पण आता काय करावे? See, Polyplex we have discussed for our pro investor members also, and I had mentioned that because I feel that there could be some sort of down move. That is why I had given this the buying level that I'm going to follow in three tranches. Third tranche level was around, I think, 1600 something, but I had also mentioned on the channel that uh, it is still going down pretty much fast. I would want to wait. So third tranche, even today I have not put, but the pivot is around 1567. So we are going closer to the pivot. We are also going closer to the Bollinger Band, at the mid average, right? The what do we call that? The standard deviation, I guess. So we are going very close to that. So it will be interesting to watch if it is sustaining above that level, 1550 level, 1550, 1560. If it does, then and it should sustain for at least 3-4 days, 5 days at that point in time, and then I can say that there's a great chance that Polyplex, I can say that yes, there could be a consolidation, and from there it can go upward, right? Chalo. Others, no more super chats, please. We are almost closing off. Nelco, okay, not a big fan. Can enter SBI cards for some quantity now. SBI cards. Again, this was one of the stocks that I had discussed on the channel. Pivot is at 739. The results came out. Is it on 24th Jan? Okay. I have not been following this stock very, very, very closely, but yes, it looks like it's. I mean, it has taken nice support at around 740, which is the pivot. Looks like a good support. So maybe if you want to average out, this 740ish levels look good to me. Madam, your view on ITC, M&M, and Zydus for exits. ITC is again people's favorite stock. They want to keep it for the next generation. But ITC right now is pretty high up. If you have already invested at pretty lower levels, I mean, some people would want to maybe partially at least book profits and enjoy the returns. Even if may not be fully encashing, but maybe partly, right? M&M, again, it's a long term thing, right? M&M, if I have not seen the chart, let me just quickly see the chart. M&M, Mahindra and Mahindra. It's being challenged at the upper band of the Bollinger. Maybe again, very similar scenario. ITC and M&M both maybe partial profit can be booked. Zydus have never ever tracked, so would not want to comment on that. ICICI, Karur Vaishya for long term. ICICI, given a choice between these two, ICICI. Dixon ko kya hua? Is it a good time to add more? See, what happens is that players like Dixon, they play at around 2 or 3 or 4% margin. Let me pull up screener. I don't think their net profit margin is more than 4%. It will be somewhere between 2% to 4%. I will pull out screener 1 minute. This is an important point. Everyone should understand this. That is the reason why. Okay, I would want to stop sharing 1 minute. Let me log in into my account. Okay, 1 minute. Now I'll present again. Dixon. If we go to profit and loss, see, net profit is 238, correct? And their TTM sales number is 12,079. So if I were to quickly check how much percentage would that be? So what simple na 120 is 1%. So this is 12,000 crores. 120 crores is 1%. 240 crores is 2%. 2% profit margin. 2% profit margin पे what is the big problem is that whenever inflation is on a higher side, the raw material costs are always acting as a pressure for them. And the moment there is raw material cost pressures, somewhere or the other, the stock starts giving up. Okay. Whenever inflation cools down, whenever it eases out, then these stocks again come into play. And ideally, they could do way too better when inflation eases out. Okay. REC Limited, keep holding or sell after dividend. It's an all-time favorite for me again. REC though is like, I'm going to gift it to my son in his marriage. Mothers and Sumi, please, not bad category. IOC March 90 purchase, target 84, right decision. Ooh, 1 minute. IOC, I'll have to pull up the option chain here. IOC. Oh, what was the strike that you said? 90 ka call option. 1 minute. 90 ka call option you have. Okay. Expiry is 23rd Feb. Okay, here we are. 914. You have bought the call or see purchased? Target 84. In March you are saying, 1 minute. You have bought a call. 90 is the strike price. Your target is 84. Is this a right decision? Janil, I don't understand this question, to be honest. If you're buying a C, your target should be more than 90. What is the current market price for IOC right now? It's 79. Okay. If it is 79 and you have purchased for a target of 84 till March, okay, that is, I mean, I'm not sure whether it's a right decision or not. If I were to check, I mean, option chain doesn't really talk about this right now. Too early to talk about this because 90 is a far away strike price. I'm not sure on this, Janil. I think it's a very far-fetched OTM kind of a thing. Avoid OTM buying, and it's very, very much out of the money. Unless and until you are an expert in that, okay. Share your views on Deepak Fertilizers. Good one. Views on PFC at 145. PFC again has been a good stock. Those who like government stocks, those who like enjoying the dividends, REC, PFC, all these are good stocks. Views on CAMS, testing times. But yes, again, fundamentally, if you ask me, nothing bad about this stock. All right, just one or two random questions I'm going to pick up, and then we will go ahead with next Thursday's live stream. I just got a super sticker, I guess. Cute. Thank you, Sayan Tech, for this super sticker. Okay. Okay, Tushar has a question. When we study the option chain of Nifty, then we saw that there is a huge ITMP writing in March month data, means Nifty ready to touch 19K up to March. Of course, if there is a huge ITM, I've not checked the March option chain one before I comment on that. Let me just quickly see the March option chain at 19,000. You are saying? Oh, but still the call writing is at a higher side as compared to puts. But far OTM both sides. We can see some certain contracts. It'll be interesting to watch that. Nothing in between, but yes, 11,000. So, there are certain traders who take this as an insurance. Okay. If it starts going down, then we should have a far out of the money call or out of the money put based on your decision, based on your trade. So, not necessary that this is a case that it will lead up to 19,000. Okay. 19,000 by the end of March is a very optimistic thing, Tushar, to be honest. So I'm not sure whether this is because of that. I personally feel it's more like an insurance rather than position building for 19,000. Okay. Ma'am, your views on insurance company stocks after budget. This sector is impacted a lot. Absolutely. This time, especially for the insurance companies, wherein I think there was a premium limit, some 5 lakhs ka premium limit, I guess. If that be so, then there are chances. I mean, it was said in the budget that whatever proceeds you get, and if you're paying more than 5 lakh rupees of premium, if I'm not mistaken, then earlier it used to be EEE, right? Now the last E may be taxed. So when you get it as a redemption point, that may be taxed. So it is going to be a bit tricky. Markets have not taken it very. I mean, insurance companies have seen the heat of it, and that is why they corrected a bit. All right, I think we are done. Just running through older questions. If anyone has posted questions in the beginning or something like that, I think we are almost done though. Dixon, I did talk about. All right, I think we're done for the day. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you all in the next Thursday live stream. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.